Hey guys.
Yo, what it do?
Whew, this thing is getting tiring, okay? We getting tired of the people on this show.
Thank you guys for always tuning in.
Yes.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with 5 people. And be sure to hit that notification bell for the next time we drop a video. Let's get it.
All right, guys, so we are here with season 12, episode 10. And we thought it was going somewhere. It's going nowhere. It's 3 weeks in.
Might as well just end it now.
And Clara still ain't got
Clara sling at the D.
Clara is just real, because we're going to start off with Clara and Ryan the way we normally do. And I'm about tired. I'm about sick and tired of Ryan.
Sure.
Slickback, Mr. Sure.
Sure.
Who's just like, want to connect everything to trust. Bro, you expected to trust her in 12 weeks? Like, I don't know.
I almost gave him a benefit of a doubt because of something that came up in this episode.
What?
We'll talk about it. Stay tuned and watch. Keep watching as we go through this. I'm going to mention it and probably forgot. I highlighted it to her when we were watching the show last night. So,
All right. Well, so anyway, so Dr. Viviana is in and she's visiting the couples. Thank goodness, because these couples need some therapy. They need to talk to somebody. They need to talk out their issues.
She's about 3 weeks late.
But I'm glad she's here to kind of set some things straight. And so she talks about, their intimacy. And Clara is just like, I mean, there is none. Like, we do everything but intercourse. So we're pretty much having sex. So
she's giving them tops. I don't know if it's reciprocating.
I don't know, but like they're doing everything else. And when you think of that, like you think of tops, you think of maybe dry humping, you think of
fingering.
Urban's getting too graphic. But like, yeah, all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Just probably put the tip in.
Right? But not I don't know. And so he keeps saying he needs to trust the person that he's with. And it's like, okay, like what don't you trust about her? Number one.
I think he probably thinks she got the monster.
But why would he think that?
Trust. You don't trust that she ain't got some kind of monster.
No, that's not it, babe.
Okay.
No, something is wrong. I don't know. Something is clearly wrong because if he can do everything else with her, but not that, like something is clearly wrong.
Probably suffer from erectile dysfunction. Is it ID? Something dysfunction. Yeah, ED, erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, that could be it.
He probably suffers from that.
It has to be something because for you to not want to go, for you to midway while things are heated and hot, for you to stop it.
Maybe the vajayjay don't smell too good.
Irvins. No, babe.
She probably need a douche.
Irvins, come on. Babe.
Do people still use douche? Comment down. Comment down below if they still use douche.
Apologize.
For what?
If she's watching this.
Clara, if you're watching this, I hope your vajayjay don't smell.
No, Irvin's Trucies. Say sorry.
Sorry, Clara. And everybody else watching it. Send her a douche.
So she's like, what would make your sex life better? And she's like, commitment. Okay, so Clara really hones in on something where she says, every relationship that she's been in, sex has always been just sex. It's never been connected to love. It's never been connected to any type of emotion. And so she doesn't even know she can even get there.
This is where I interject. And this is where, when I heard her say that, I asked Anne, do you think she shared this information with Ryan? Because the way the show is edited, they don't show you everything necessarily. And if she actually shared that with Ryan early on in their marriage, maybe him holding out and not having sex with her, maybe it could be, listen, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that that this marriage, you're not gonna have that same experience where it's all about sex and nothing else. Yeah. So in other words, almost trying to not protect himself, but protect her. That you're more valuable than just your body. Because I think she also said in the video that all those relationships, there was never a real connection or love. It was always about giving it up or having sex. So maybe it's just like, I don't want you to be another number or just be another thing for you, an object for you. So this is why I want us to build something so it's not just you us having sex. Actually, she should kind of like appreciate that a little bit, because if everybody else she's been with, it just took advantage of her body with no real commitment.
Yeah.
So that's why if that is the case.
If that's the case, kudos to you, Ryan. Yeah. That's really nice of you.
Because I hope that is the case, and it's not just him suffering from ED, which is a real problem for a lot of men. Don't be ashamed, man. Get help.
Thank God it ain't you.
Thank God it ain't me. Yeah. Or if a JJ smell.
Babe, come on. That's not a nice thing to say, period.
I just said a really nice thing about her and protecting her.
Okay, but then you went back to that negative thing.
It's balance. I have to be balanced.
But now Viviana thinks that he's probably a virgin. They didn't
address that yet. When he didn't come back and it's possible.
It's possible. All right, and that's all we have for Clara and Ryan.
Who's next? Go.
Virginia and Eric. All right, so they open up and they're talking about passwords. And Virginia shares her password with the whole world. So, Virginia, please change your passwords, okay?
That was kind of dumb.
But she's probably drunk. No, she didn't drink this episode, babe.
They probably cut it out.
I didn't see her drink this episode. Kudos to you, Virginia. Like, you're down the right path. Okay. So now they talk about this idea of passwords. And she's like, all my passwords are Rocky for every single one of my things or whatever. And then she said, would you give me your passwords? And he's like, okay. I mean, what, bank passwords? Like, he's like, yeah, you got my social media. But he's like, bank passwords? But then, like, okay, he probably has an issue with her having access to everything of his. Because he's out like 12 times a week. You know what I'm saying? She might be there with her friends trying to run up his card. He's like, nah.
But they're one, so she's running up her card, too.
Yeah, but Eric is not.
Nah, but I think he was saying he had no problem sharing either one with her. I think he was trying to clarify.
But then they started talking about social media and like, and he back to her guy friends. And she's like, she has other guy friends and the ones that he met. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that. And how she's friends with her ex on social media.
Oh, she likes
his picture. He's like, I don't like that. He doesn't like that. So babe, how would you feel if I was liking my ex's pictures on social media?
Deactivate it. Deactivate your account. I mean, it depends. Like, if you're just saying that, like, every other minute you're liking something, you're the first one to like something. And especially if it's like, if your ex is posting, like, trying to be sexy or whatever, and then you're liking. If the person say Jesus is good and the Lord reigns forever, fine, go for those. You're only liking the God is good ones. And that's it. Nah, I mean,
but I feel you, because like if you were over here, not really, babe, not really.
No, but he's being extra with it. I do get it, but he's being super extra with it.
Yeah, but I say the same thing. If you were over here liking your ex's pictures,
thank God she ain't on social media. I have her DM them to me directly. And I delete it
because I have access to your DMs anyway. So, but yeah, I would feel some type of way as well. So, like, I feel you on that, Eric, but you're just a little bit you're too much of a pushover. Like, I feel like you need to you really need to relax. Everything, you're done.
I think you said it the wrong way, though. The pushover is a person being pushed.
What did I say?
You say he's too much of a pushover.
Oh.
She's technically the pushover. He's a pushover-y.
You're too much of a bully. All right, stop bullying her. Stop being such a dad. Like, be her husband, bro. Like, and everything, you're done. You're ready to quit at the drop of a dime. Like, she want kids? I'm done. Like,
I'm done.
That's it. I'm done. Like, come on. You can't keep saying that to her, because now she's like, yo, like, there are contingencies, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, your love for me is based on
so much things,
so much, and like, if I don't come through all the way for you, then you're ready to bounce? Eric, no, that's not marriage. I don't care. That's not marriage. And then they have opposing views on everything. Like, and they're okay with that.
No, he's okay with it. He's okay to just agree to disagree. I don't know if that's a good idea.
That's dysfunctional. Like,
I've never heard anyone actually said, I will settle on agreeing to disagree and having different views and not necessarily come to a consensus or a common ground. Mm-hmm. I don't know how that is, because I think that's ground for frustration. That's ground for explosion, implosion. Mm-hmm. That's ground for holding in to things that you don't necessarily agree with.
Yeah.
I think it should be the other way. Yes, there are times you will agree to disagree, but the aim should always be consensus and, for lack of a better term, I guess, uniformity.
You can't keep pushing issues under the rug because you just want to say, okay, let's just, it's two things. They're agreeing to disagree on too many issues that are important issues. Mm. And number two, they want to kind of maximize the time that they have together because he's always out working. So they'll push issues to the side. Pushing an issue to the side doesn't eradicate it. Like, it will come back up. I love the way Viviana brought up how, when you have children, well, if they have children, like, whose views is that child going to have now? Like, is it going to be mom's or dad's? Or will they make their own?
They're going to agree to disagree because then the kid is involved in that process. I didn't think of it that way with the children aspect. If they decide to have kids, how will they handle not having consensus?
Viviana gave them a 5-minute exercise, and I really like that. And it's something that all relationships can benefit from. It's a 5-minute exercise where you just take 5 minutes to just discuss a topic a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like issues where, you kind of like don't know how to resolve, but you take that time to really have a good conversation about it. And I think it's really helping Virginia and Eric because they get to talk about those issues that they keep pushing to the side. And eventually they come up with a solution. From that exercise, Eric actually gave her some time to speak. He talked about, cheating and how that's like a no-go for him. But then he allowed Virginia to talk about why she's afraid about having kids because of her childhood, and she doesn't want to bring kids up and have that same thing happen to them. And so he didn't cut her off. I loved how he gave her the time to speak. He heard her out, and he was like, oh, I'm glad that you shared that with me. He wants to have him yesterday. He said, I'm not waiting 10 years. I'm done.
So here,
Mr. Dunn.
Here are the terms that they're known for, right? Sure. I'm done.
What's Vinny's?
I'm crazy.
All right, up to Brianna and Vincent. All right. So now they're meeting with Viviana as well. And it was a sweet meeting. Like, they're very loving. Brianna? Stop with the baby voice, okay? I hate it.
Baby.
It's so annoying. It's annoying, okay? Just go back to your regular voice, okay? Don't do it through the whole season. Like, it was cute at first, but like you keep doing it. Like, no more.
Do you think Vinny's romantic gestures they feel forced?
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, there's good gestures, but they just feel forced. I got you this. I got you a bike because I am a great man. I'm kind of crazy underneath it all, but I'm a great guy. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'm not saying he doesn't mean it, but it just look kind of forced.
Maybe because he knows he's the best one in the crew, like, and he like wants to keep. No,
that goes to Jacob.
Oh, okay. So now, Brianna and Vincent. So Brianna plays too much. Like, she gotta understand. Every time she does a little joke, I get a little nervous because I'm like, okay, is Vinny gonna take that seriously or not? Like, don't play so much, all right? But Viviana, she brought that up. She brought up his blow-ups, okay? And she was like, yeah, talk to me about that. And he was just, he was expressing that he's a little did you say sensitive?
Yeah, I want to shout out actually one of our followers or viewers or subscribers actually who commented on our last video. That person actually mentioned and gave some clarity about bipolar.
Is it Jay?
Jay, yeah. What's that? So shout out to you, Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Jay Wada or something like Jay something W. Shout out to you. Yeah. So Jay said that there's actually something wrong, but it's not bipolar because of the fact that, you know, they have a child who basically suffers from bipolar disorder. So that's not what it is. But there's definitely something wrong with Vincent and the way he just
some type of emotional,
disorder
or something like that.
The way he just blows up at things.
Yeah, but then she's like, you know, asking him what's up with that, and he was like, he said something like, "I'm not delicate." Vinny, yes, you are, bro. You are very delicate.
I don't think you know what the words mean. What the word delicate means.
Oh, babe, don't do that.
Babe, he doesn't even know.
That probably is why he said that. Because you are very delicate. Vinny? No, you're very delicate, Vinny.
Vinny, you soft, man.
Soft. Everything makes you upset. Like, and so Viviana comes off with this perspective and says, oh, well, maybe you're just, you know, you want to impress her so much. And when it doesn't
You're like, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
He didn't know what impressed me either. No,
he wasn't born here.
It's like, you know, and maybe, you know, you just, every time it doesn't come through the way you want it to, it kind of embarrasses you.
Because he wanted to be macho at the salsa. He wanted to be smooth with the champagne bottle popping. And they all flop.
Then you want to apologize after the fact. But it's going to, no, after a while. Okay, Brianna's not gonna accept that. Like, if you constantly are doing, like, you're blowing up because you just can't control yourself in the moment, and then after you have some time to think about it, then you're like, you know, I'm sorry, you know, you support me, but after a while, it's abuse. I don't care.
Kudos points. I feel like he recognizes this flaw. It's a major flaw.
That's okay. That's
this disability, whatever you want to call it. He recognizes it, so I think that's why I keep giving the warning. The second part, at least, is taking ownership. I don't know how many days apart from the time that he popped the champagne to when he wanted to leave because she got mad, to now the salsa dancing and where you're apologizing. I don't know how many days are happening in between, but there's an acknowledgement and there's accountability. That's going to help him to seek help for it. If it's provided. Once the Rona is lifted, he could go to therapy.
That's true.
And get his medication refilled.
He never started taking medication.
You need to start.
He said he was a little nervous also because his shirt got a little too tight and he put on a little bit of weight. A little pudge, you know, but
apparently Brie been cooking good.
But Brianna doesn't mind that. Brianna loves you just the way you are, Brinny. Oh, that's both of their names together. Brianna loves you just the way that you are, Vinny. So she's just she plays too much. Like, know your man. Know who you with, okay? He doesn't take too many jokes. But then he says something. He said, I need to shine too. In a joking manner. Remember that?
Yeah.
Is he competing with her?
He's a little bit egocentric in that sense.
Is that why he's doing all these surprises? So it could be all about him?
Pretty much. On TV. So girls could swoon over him while they're watching it. But then they keep going.
Did you see me swooning?
Then they keep going Hulk mode. Moving on. Next. Go. All right. Go.
Haley and Jacob.
My man Jacob. Still ain't getting no hugs.
All right, Haley, just leave the show. Just leave. Like, you're not, like, I understand.
No, I don't get her though. I don't get her. I'm not getting.
Just go.
I'm not understanding her.
I'm not either. Like, stop doing this to our boy.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm secure enough in my masculinity to say that, you know, Jacob is not an ugly dude. You know what I mean?
He's not.
Yeah,
he's pretty good looking.
Yeah.
You know, at first
his awkward. It's weird.
Yeah, his quirkiness was like a little like okay, you're kind of weird, but it grows on you. Yeah. You know, I don't know why it hasn't grown on Haley yet. So at the beginning, she had sex with him because she felt like
that was a wifely duty.
It was a wifely duty.
I would not have considered that she did it just to fulfill a duty. Because they seemed like they really liked each other in the beginning. It was kind of like a weird, quirky type of love. Because she was smiling at what he was doing.
Yeah.
So
and she said she didn't want him to feel bad. So I guess she didn't want to hurt his feelings. And so she was like, okay, let me have sex with him. He's my husband anyway. Maybe if I have sex with him, I may feel something.
I gave her benefit of the doubt a couple episodes ago where we said maybe what's going on right now, she feels some type of way that she gave it up too quick. So we don't know. I don't know. So I feel bad for her at one point, but then but then after it's like, okay, are you really trying? Because so you try to change his clothes, you try to change what he likes, like that's not gonna work. Like you can't change someone like that. You can't. Yeah. And number two, Viviana gives you an intimacy exercise. You won't even try. Like, okay, granted, you're back in the bed with him, but how long will he have to wait now for just a hug? Like, just give him a hug. Jacob just wants a hug.
That's all he wants. Just give him a hug. Come on. Jacob, come.
All right, bro. You're good? You're good, bro?
That's all he wants, Haley. He just wants a hug. Like, he said no spooning. She said nope. He said no hugging. Nope. No hand touching. Nope. No nothing. Nope. And he's like, okay. He's just happy that she's in the bed with him. I don't know. I don't even know what to say, but hopefully it gets, you'll find someone, Jacob. You will find, there are so many Mavs fans out there who love you, Jacob, and they are willing to
give you tops.
Hey, come on. They're here to take Haley's place. Yeah, you deserve great. You deserve better. And Haley, and I'm not hating on you either, because I can understand, like, you just don't have feelings for him. Okay, but I don't think you're trying.
The premise of the show.
I know, like, come on. You came on the show. Don't come on the show.
Pause. We know who's not coming on the show.
Oh my God, you are horrible today.
I'm awake tonight. Last episode, we were tired. We were recording mad late.
We posted the day of the new episode. All right.
Yeah. Who's next?
Go. All right. Paige and Chris.
That was a waste of a dance because it's them.
All right. So Paige and Chris opens up and you see Paige by herself again. Like, come on, Paige.
Did she say she was calling him? No answer.
No answer. Like, what did you expect? Did you really expect him to call you after you said, okay, we need to start over?
Can I say something and not sound mean? Mm-hmm. And it's going to sound mean. But I don't mean it to sound mean.
You're already on a roll today. Go ahead.
So I found Shorty's IG, Mercedes IG. Mm. Okay. Paige, I'm sorry. I feel like Chris feels he downgraded. Because I went through Paige IG. Not Paige. Mercedes IG. Not bad.
You think Chris downgraded?
You want me to show her IG and see if she downgraded? No, it's on my phone. Paige is very nice. She still got a big butt.
You're very not good today. Say something better about Paige.
Paige is a woman of God. I wrote this shirt, Dope Faith, in honor of Paige. She has dope faith.
Paige is a beautiful woman. Paige, you are beautiful inside and out. Chris may not feel the same way. But look at Chris. He looks like a bulldog.
I don't know what he thinks of himself. It's crazy.
You haven't heard from him. Mm-hmm. He finally comes over because he agrees to meet with you and Viviana.
And he made sure he sit as far away from you on that couch as possible.
And not only that, as soon as he sits down, what does he do?
On his phone.
He gets on his phone. Bro, you are a baby.
You think it was on that phone the whole time until Viviana came?
Yes.
Or was it the editing?
He had to be on the phone the whole time.
That's crazy.
Chris, you are a child. You are a child. You need to grow up. Like, you say you want to start things over with her. You come, talk to me. You haven't called me all day. You haven't seen me. You come, you give me a cheapish hug. Then you come and you sit.
What's up, yo? He gave her like a coronavirus hug. Like the social, it was a social distancing hug.
So Viviana finally comes, and then she confirms that the Chris that they met at the interview and during the interview process is not the same Chris that they saw as soon as he got married.
Definitely a wolf in sheep clothing.
And then he wants to be like, the Chris from when I was born right up until when I got married.
And find out how the
was
kid.
So Paige just says all she wants is a phone call. But then he comes and he's like,
go out
he wants to go out. She's like, wait, what you're saying is more than what she wants. Like, you're not even giving her a phone call, text.
But even then, how you're married to this man and you just want a phone call?
She's like, that's the least that I could get. Just like Jacob just wants a hug. Like, just give me something.
Just leave, bro. We love marriage. We push for the sanctity of it. We push for the fidelity of it. We push for the faithfulness to it. We push for the eternity of it. But then there are certain situations that we don't want to be
enablers.
That's a perfect word. I didn't want to say naive because it is a covenant. It is God ordained. For like we said before, but at the same time, the grace of God. The Lord doesn't call you to be in those type of situations, especially if there's no effort on that person's end. And there is none. What has Chris done other than bringing her chicken? He bought her chicken for the Bible study, y'all.
He asked her to lead a Bible study, y'all. He said, why don't you lead a Bible study?
And the idiot had her notebook out.
And she did.
With sticky notes.
And she's
taking notes while he's talking.
Don't write anything he says. Don't you believe him? Don't you... Oh.
You're writing notes when he was talking. What are you writing? What wisdom was he giving you? What was the wisdom?
Chris ain't got no wisdom?
He's just dumb.
And then to finally top it off,
the chicken looked good though. That chicken looked like it was. I wanted a bite of that chicken.
After the great Bible study that they had, she's like feeling like they're coming closer. He said, "Oh, I got something to tell you." Mercedes got a Mercedes, y'all. Can it get any worse?
But I've made a discovery though.
What?
She posted. She's on her Instagram. I think she got that car since like back in October because she posted about the car. She say, for those that don't know, I got my first foreign recently, 2020 edition. If you know me, you know I haven't driven in years, almost like never. So keep the jokes. If you have life insurance, you're good in my car. My driving anxiety is bad, so I've never driven. But thanks to my family, friends, and God, I'm overcoming that. Also, shout out to Chris Williams for the part he played. Thank you. So he's like what, fourth or fifth in that thank you? So did he really buy her the car, or did he just give her a ride to the car dealership? What part did he play?
I can't believe Chris about anything.
He made it sound like he bought her the car, but I don't know about you guys. From what I just read, it sounded like he bought her the car. So if he did buy her the car, wouldn't he be like the first one to be thanked? Also, shout out to Chris Williams for the part he played. Thank you. That's a weird thing. If the person bought you a car...
Did Chris even say anything?
No, he didn't comment. I was looking at it. He didn't comment. So, we don't know if he actually really bought her that car.
But he tells Paige anyway. And Paige is like, I mean, I can understand that you don't want her, taking a bus with your child, but...
All right, share.
A new car? A brand new one at that?
Name after her.
What about the used ones?
He bought Mercedes and Mercedes. Anyway...
This is where we are.
Yeah.
I think the next episode, we're going to make some predictions of who's going to stay together and who's going to get a divorce. And we're going to see if our predictions were correct at the end. All right, y'all. That is our review for this episode. Thank you for joining us.
Sorry about my meanness, but they got me triggered.
Yeah, it was a little too harsh.
Life happens.
He's not like that, though. He's not really that mean.
Yes, I am.
Babe, I'm trying to help you here.
This emoji. All right, y'all. You know what you gotta do. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this with 5 people. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to be made aware when we drop the next video. Until then.
Says.